Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Now they try the right side here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff as they run left side. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now the 49ers, they'll line up and go for 2 here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be taken in by Strong. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw out to Lockett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get this into the hands of Strong. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 6-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Pirine. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run it with Pirine. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Pirine. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted a 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Pirine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. It's Strawn. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
They should have put a stamp
by
on me in the
Tarvarius Moore.
Just a little.
And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They're going to keep it on the ground. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll run again with Pirine. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can I go with the quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the pass.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Niners' 6-yard line.
Check. Mike's by 4.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Check. Walk the
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a play fake. Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
14.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Throwing now is Lance. And Kittle catching the slant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Ah, that's true. You've said that before. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Yates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now it's Lance. Let's get hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In his own end zone, it's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He's back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And they turned the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the 49er first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder